My name is Salena Starling. I am from Nishiki Cree Nation. I am 19 years old. I run the community of Big Hearts. I am the president and CEO, and I am a third-generation child welfare survivor. When I was 4, I entered the foster care system. My siblings and I were walking to school, and they picked us up, and they threw us in the back of the van. And at that time, we thought we were being kidnapped, but it was legal, and that's how we entered the foster care system. When I was 11, I realized my passion for public speaking, and I remember getting on a stage for the first time and understanding that my story and my voice could be heard. And the more I talked about my family stories and how we grew up in the foster care system and exactly what my siblings go through on a daily basis, I understood how people react to personal stories. And that's when I realized that that was my calling, and that people are going to listen because there is not enough stories of Indigenous youth talking about the harsh realities we face on an everyday basis. So at 11, I started my movement in talking about FASD, and I saw people understanding my brother's story. And it just developed into so much more than that. Something I don't speak about a lot is the hate I felt when I was really young. I hated myself for being Indigenous, because I thought if I was a lighter complexion, that I wouldn't have to face racism. And I realized that that hate was completely misdirected. I was supposed to hate everything that happened to my people, and I wasn't supposed to hate my people for what happened to them. Once I found that, everything changed. Can You has changed my life, and I will say that every single day. It was because of Can You that I thought I could have a post-secondary degree and that I could graduate high school. When I started public speaking, I had a really incredible opportunity to work with someone named Scott Angus, and he's the man who brought me to all of these incredible events. I started going to events with the Winnipeg Chamber of Commerce, and I remember speaking to business professionals and speaking to ministers about the work I'm doing. Most recently at the 42nd annual federal, provincial, and territorial meeting for the status of women. It was really revolutionary for me to know that I was invited to this room for my experiences and my background, and I am actually making a change. I teach truth and reconciliation workshops to companies all across Canada. All of my work, it's all centered around truth and reconciliation and trying to make truth and reconciliation a daily conversation.
Reconciliation starts with looking inward, understanding the challenges that you need to face.
As a public speaker, you always want to have a TED Talk or a TEDx talk is what I did. I never thought that that would happen, especially as a young person. The advice I have is that our stories are not going to hold us back, and that there are strength in our resilience. This year, I received the CMCCF Youth Social Justice Award. When I applied and I got the email saying that I won the award, I knew I was doing the right work. Nellie McClung is this powerhouse of a woman. She said that women have to have the right to vote. Indigenous women weren't included in that by the government, but the door was open for Indigenous women to have the right to vote. When I grew up, obviously, I thought these were long-term goals to become a president and CEO. I created my wildest dreams, and they are all coming true. My dreams are endless, and what I can achieve is endless.